Nia Jones, a first-team All-American, is just one of so many outstanding athletes that call Central Florida home. The athletes, the teams, the events, and the venues continue to lift Orlando's profile as a great American sports city, and so do the people behind the scenes.
Yeah, one organization will recognize those individuals who've helped our sports scene thrive. The Greater Orlando Sports Commission is hosting the second annual Sporty Awards next Saturday, and you can watch the show right here on News 6 from 7 to 8 p.m. The Sporties will honor the professionals who make the sports scene tick.
I was happy to host the president of the Greater Orlando Sports Commission in our studio recently for a wide-ranging conversation about the state of Central Florida sports, and the purpose behind the commission. Here's Jason Siegel. All right, Jason, let's just refresh everybody's memory. Talk about the mission of the Greater Orlando Sports Commission and what it's been able to accomplish since you've been at the helm.
Yeah, no, listen, the organization was created in 1992 for the sole purpose of bringing the World Cup into Orlando in 1994. We were successful in doing that. Joni Sherm and a great team back then that brought only one of 9 cities to host World Cup in 1994. And from that point on, the commission was established. It's interesting that 10 years ago, there were only 100 sports commissions in the country. Now there's 650, wow. And we're one of the last regional commissions that exist here in the United States. So we represent Orange County, Seminole County, Osceola County, and Lake County, and of course the city of Orlando. And then within that footprint, you've got over 35 venues that we work on behalf of. So we bid on projects, NCAA championships and esports opportunities and youth and amateur events. Certainly big marquee events like WrestleMania and Monster Jam and, of course, in the NCAA space hosting March Madness and so many others. And then we work with the national governing bodies of Olympic sport here in the U.S., but we're also starting to broaden our horizon and work with International Olympic Committee governing bodies to see if we can't bring some international events into the community, and you're seeing more and more of that.
Yeah. So in short, you guys are the ones that bring all the fun events into the Central Florida community.
Yeah, we listen, we love, it's an honor for sure to represent this community. We have an incredible tourism community, certainly, but to be able to represent our sports stakeholders in all of those efforts to bring these great events here. It's an absolute pleasure. We have, the assets that we have in this community are second to none. 125,000 hotel rooms, an airport with 50 million passengers coming through its doors, wonderful hoteliers and restaurateurs, and of course, the best theme parks in the world. So there's a lot that we have to offer, and a convention center that has massive space and square footage, Camping World Stadium, Amway Center, Osceola Heritage Park, Boomba in Seminole County, 30, 40, 50 different sports that we can host here in our community.
I mean, it's obvious you love Central Florida, I love Central Florida. How has the reputation of this area as a great host for sporting events grown throughout the United States?
It's really interesting. I went very recently to my first conference that I'd been to in 16 months since the start of the pandemic. And I was sitting at a breakout session with folks from Cincinnati and Houston and Denver and San Antonio and Chicago. And a lot of the feedback, because of the exposure that we had during COVID, so much attention on our community, hosting MLS is back and hosting the NBA, the continuation of their season, and then having AAU restart their volleyball championships, and on and on and on. Junior golf, LPGA here for 4 different events, 3 bowl games. We were really active at a time where the majority of the country was shut down. And so many folks were like, their eyes were open to the idea that, yes, we do only have we've got a robust college program here with UCF. We have this well-established organization with the Orlando Magic. We have Orlando City Soccer on the rise. But, oh, by the way, there's this event business that we do here in our community. And when you see U.S. men's and women's national team almost headquarter here for a period of time, and CONCACAF back again for the second time in a certain period of 8, 9, 10 months, opened a lot of eyes around the country. And now we're getting this wonderful reputation that we had earned anyway.
Yeah.
But it was only accelerated through the exposure that we got during the pandemic. So a lot of attention, and we're seeing a lot of activity. Event organizers around the world are calling, wanting to host their events here in Orlando.
Why was Central Florida able to go about, I don't want to say business as usual, because nothing about the pandemic was business as usual.
That's right.
But the NBA came here, MLS headquarters here. All these things are happening while the rest of the country is somewhat shut down.
Yeah.
What was the mindset among the leadership in the sports venues and the sports entities here a year ago as they approached the summer?
Yeah, one word: collaboration. You have communities that say that they collaborate, they say they're inclusive, they say that they have these great working relationships, but only when you're in a tough time and you have these challenges, enormous challenges that our community faced, do you really see, it could expose a community that is not well connected, that doesn't communicate, that doesn't have the relationships across many different, right? We had healthcare providers heavily involved in everything we were doing. We had our venues, we were in lockstep, we were having weekly meetings. Mayor Dyer, Mayor Demings, I mean, collaborative to elected officials, everybody in the community coming together. And we do that on a regular basis. And part of that is our tourism community. Visit Orlando, experience Kissimmee, visit Lake, the folks in Orlando North up in Seminole County, working collaboratively with our hoteliers and theme parks and airport. Because of all of that communication, it was not a surprise that we would quickly, everyone, said pivot and create processes and protocols so that we could make the best of an awful situation. And we were able to do that, but the collaboration was the key.
All right, After the Whistle has to take a timeout, but coming up, where does Orlando stand in the World Cup bid? Jason Siegel answers that question coming up. I ask you this all the time. You feeling good about our chances?
I feel great.
Awesome.
I feel great. We are beyond bullish.
I hit the World Cup topic and much more with Jason when After the Whistle returns. Welcome back to After the Whistle live on News 6. Jamie and Ryan with you. We're going to continue our conversation with the president of the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, Jason Siegel. But Central Florida has several marquee events on the horizon.
From NCAA events to next year's Special Olympics, we also want to give another reminder about next week's Sporty Awards. News 6 proud to partner with the Sports Commission to bring you the awards show next Saturday night, again from 7 to 8 p.m.
And I get to co-host that show with Jason Siegel.
It's all about the people behind the scenes and the folks that are working in our community. We have this incredibly diverse and inclusive, wonderful sports community. And what we wanted to do was offer the opportunity to celebrate all of them. And last year we had 50 plus finalists from a little over 20 different organizations who were recognized. This year we had even more submissions. We had more applications for nominees. We have 33 organizations represented, and it's venues and the teams and folks that are working in all different operations and PR and ticket sales. And I think that to have a collaborative community and to have a culture where everybody's working together and celebrating each other and recognizing folks that are doing such great work in our community, social responsibility. We have wonderful executives, great leadership in all aspects, and certainly in sports. We have it in tourism, and we have it in our hotel and lodging associations across the board. Be able to come together, celebrate those individuals, and I'm so excited that we get to recognize them, let them share, these great stories that they have to tell. And regardless of whether you're, 3 years on the job or you're a 30-year veteran, you have an equal opportunity to be recognized and celebrated. So we couldn't be more honored to be the group that brings that to the community.
Yeah, we can't wait to televise it again. It's June 19th from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on News 6, the Sporty Awards. And there's so many different categories, but the commonality is these are people that get things done. They get the job done to benefit our community of Central Florida.
No doubt about it.
Let's look ahead to the future.
Sure.
What is on the horizon in terms of big events coming to Central Florida in the next year or so?
Yeah, we're really excited. I mean, when you start to look at all the different categories that we work in, we're very excited with, what we're calling our Summer of Soccer. Of course, we have our wonderful teams, the Pride and the Lions, and a new ownership group coming in with Orlando City. Add to that the CONCACAF with the Gold Cup, so we're going to have national teams coming to town. Recently, of course, announcing the teams that are coming to play in the Florida Cup, which what a great collaboration between Ricardo Villar and, of course, Steve Hogan and the folks at Florida Citrus Sports to now elevate that event, having Arsenal and Everton and so many wonderful international, elite athletes.
Absolutely.
With 40 million plus followers, coming to Orlando to play friendlies here this summer. So excited about our Summer of Soccer. We're really excited. Orlando was awarded more national championships, NCAA championships, than any other city in the country over the next 4 years. We've got bids out for future WrestleManias. We're working on our book of business. We're looking out to about 2031. At many different opportunities that are on the horizon. And of course, the big one, the big opportunity that we're very focused on, we've been working on since 2017 is World Cup.
Absolutely.
So we're excited for the opportunity to be selected
Every time,
as a host city.
Every time I'm in front of you, I ask about the World Cup. How's the bid going? What's going on? So what's the latest in the bid to get World Cup games here to Central Florida?
We have a constant dialogue going on. It was a little bit quiet, of course, during the pandemic. There was every expectation and hope that they would announce the final selection of cities, host cities, last fall. And now that's going to be pushed up. So what we've been told by U.S. Soccer and FIFA, we've had a number of meetings. We've had meetings about blades of grass and irrigation systems and different places where the teams would train, and fan fest and security and sustainability, human rights. We've been having tremendous conversations. And again, the collaboration in this community to be able to speak to all of those, opportunities and certainly the things that we have to do to be selected to host is why this community is so special. But looking ahead, we're expecting FIFA to make a site visit here in the fall. Mm-hmm. We expect that they'll come and do an inspection, maybe spend a couple of days in our community. We'd have a welcome reception, and we have over 400 executives in this community who have signed on to be part of supporting our welcoming committee and the work that we're going to have to do. And then the hope is, and what we've been told, is that in Q4, so sometime maybe November, December, they would make their final decision. They would pick 10 cities in the United States out of the 17 cities that are still vying for that opportunity.
So the decision would come in 2022 or 2021?
21, November, December of 21.
So it's coming quick.
Here it is.
And I ask you this all the time. You feeling good about our chances?
I feel great.
Awesome.
I feel great. I think that we have demonstrated time and time again, over and over and over again, whether it be through a pandemic, good times or tough times, that this community is not only ready to host this, 3.8 billion viewers in 2018 of the World Cup, more than half the world watching, and an opportunity for visitation from around the world here to our community. Beaches coast to coast and theme parks and everything we have to offer. We are beyond bullish about our chances and feel that we've aligned ourselves properly to be awarded the matches in 26.
Well, neither you nor I were here in 1994 when Orlando got to host the World Cup. I am got my fingers crossed because that's something we all want to experience in 2026.
No question. It'll be an incredible celebration. So we still have a lot of work to do, but we're excited to be in the race and for the opportunity.
Jason, thank you so much for taking the time to come visit us here and get us updated. You guys do great work with the Greater Orlando Sports Commission. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Ryan, do you have your fingers crossed for the 2026
That
World
would
Cup?
be quite the feather in the cap
for
Central Florida.
Awesome.
Yeah, no
question. It would be awesome. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
After the whistle, we'll be right back after